Welcome back, curious minds, to Reality Shift. If you're into exploring the what ifs of life, you've just tuned in to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a question that's been asked a million times. What if humans had superpowers? How would they change our society? Would we be living in a utopia or a chaotic dystopia? Grab your popcorn because we're about to take a thrilling ride through the possibilities. The rise of superpowers. First things first, how would humans even gain these powers? In comic books, it's usually some random event like an experiment gone wrong, exposure to radiation, or an alien artifact. But let's keep it grounded. Imagine one day every human on Earth wakes up with a unique ability. For some, it might be super strength or invisibility. For others, telekinesis or flight. What would this mean for us? Well, suddenly the world becomes a whole new place where humans have the ability to perform feats that defy logic. But how would we handle this? Would society turn into one big superpowered playground, or would it devolve into chaos? The impact on society. One of the first questions we need to ask is, how would society adjust to all these new powers? Would we embrace them, or would there be strict regulations to control them? Let's break this down. Governments would likely step in immediately, passing laws to regulate superpowers. Imagine a world where you need a license to fly or a permit to use telepathy. Powers could quickly become weapons, so controlling their use would become a huge concern. Then there's the issue of stratification. Could you imagine a society where the powered are elevated and the non-powered are left behind? The divide between superhumans and regular humans could lead to discrimination, class struggles, or even segregation. Ethical dilemmas. With great power comes great responsibility, right? But not everyone would be responsible. Ethical dilemmas would pop up everywhere. Should a person with mind control be allowed to change people's thoughts for the greater good? Should people be punished for using their abilities to commit crimes, like stealing with teleportation or causing harm through superhuman strength? Think about privacy for a second. Imagine someone with telepathy who could read your mind at any time. Suddenly, everyone's personal thoughts are exposed to anyone with the ability to listen in. Could we maintain any sense of privacy in a world where our minds could be accessed at any moment? On the flip side, would these powers open up new opportunities for good? Could someone with healing abilities revolutionize medicine? Could people with telekinesis make construction faster and more efficient? The potential to improve lives is massive, but it could also be misused. The new economy. Let's talk about the economy. With powers in play, entire industries would change. Why send a delivery truck when you can teleport packages across the globe? Why build skyscrapers when someone can fly and carry materials up in an instant? Superpowers would be a game changer in every sector. Imagine the efficiency, but also the job displacement. Could robots or AI even keep up with superpowered workers? Would we see a new form of unemployment? Superhumans could easily take over jobs that require extraordinary strength, speed, or intellect. But this could create a whole new kind of inequality, one based not on wealth, but on the type and level of your powers. The psychological effects. Now let's talk about the psychological impact. Having superpowers would likely put a huge amount of pressure on individuals. Imagine being able to lift cars but feeling constantly alienated because others see you as different. Would these individuals experience loneliness, isolation, or even guilt for having abilities that others don't? And what about the responsibility of not using your powers for personal gain? Would you feel the weight of society's expectations? The end game, superpowers gone wrong. And of course, we can't ignore the worst-case scenario. What happens when superpowers are misused? One rogue individual could throw society into turmoil, potentially starting wars or destroying cities. And what about the temptation to abuse powers, such as using super speed to rob banks or mind control to manipulate governments? Could we trust everyone with such immense power? In a world where anyone can have superpowers, control would be key. But with that much power, it's easy to see how quickly things could spiral out of control. So there you have it. What if humans had superpowers? The possibilities are endless, but so are the challenges. We could be on the brink of a utopia, or we could be facing a future where only the strongest survive. Maybe, just maybe, we're better off with our limitations. For now. But hey, that's the beauty of curiosity. We'll never stop asking what if. Thanks for watching. See you next time.